free to go for it. You can roll the shoulders back and down here a few times. Especially in the morning, it sometimes takes a few extra moments to settle into our bodies. Good, and I just want you to open and close the chest here. Good, chest and back here, waking up. Especially if you're sore from another workout or just sitting around, it's nice to get the body moving. Good, let's do one more like that. And then bring the arms down, or reach them to the side, and then reach them forward. Good, to the side, and forward. Good, last one like this, and then make big circles all the way around to the back. Awesome. And then you're gonna reverse to the other direction. Same thing other way. Last one, I want you to hold forward and then draw the shoulder blades back, reach them forward. Draw the shoulder blades back, reach them forward. Good. So again, trying to get that upper back activation here. Do two more like that. Good, last one, and then shake the arms and shoulders out, stepping your feet where you're comfortable to squat. Take an inhale down, exhale up. So keeping the hips, knees, ankles in line. Noticing I'm sending my hips back and down. Good, the knees can go forward a little bit, but we want to make sure that we're not leading with those knees as we go. Even weight through the feet. Inhale, exhale, stand up. Good. Let's do two more like that. Last one, and then bring those feet back in about hip distance, hands on the hips. Hips back, chest forward. So again, sitting my hips back, standing up tall, squeeze the glutes. Inhale down, exhale up. Hips back, chest forward. So noticing that this feels different than a squat, we want to make sure that we're getting the back side of the legs working. The back stays nice and straight. Let's do one more. And then release, stepping so you've got space behind you. Reverse lunges each side. Good, so again, back knee bends, hips stay leveled, front knee stays in line as you go. You can have a slight tip forward to the chest rather than straight up. It helps us get that front glute a little bit more. Good, let's do one more each side. And then reach up, come down to the floor, stepping back to a plank. You're gonna step 1 foot forward, open up, rotate, back down, switch sides. We're gonna open up to the chest, back, shoulders, but also through those hips. Waking up the core in between a little bit. Good, let's do one more each side. And then hold the plank here, wake up through the core muscles, wake up through the shoulders. Get some heat in the body. Good, keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then shift back to downward dog, pedal those feet out. And then walk the hands and feet together, soften the knees, and roll up. Okay, we are ready to get started. First round, today we've got 3 exercises. So, first exercise are squats. Exactly how we just did in the warm-up. You can hold your weights down, up, or one in the middle. I just recommend if you've got your weights down to watch that they don't collapse the knees in. So because I like to have a wide stance with my feet, I like to hold my weights up here. For the first round, we'll be here for 40 seconds, but I want you to find your own tempo. So there's no set tempo. You're just gonna inhale down, exhale up. When you're ready, go ahead. Awesome, so we're looking for even weight through those feet. Good, and again, if your weights are down, that's fine. Just making sure that the knees aren't collapsing inward as we do that. Good. If your weights are up, knowing that the core is probably working a little bit harder here too. Good, squeeze the top. If you're getting comfortable with that, see if you can work on your depth, but watching that your hips aren't collapsing under. So trying to work on getting a bit deeper, but maintaining that nice long spine. Good, you're halfway there. Checking that you've got even weight through the feet. Exhale, press up. Good. Squeezing the glutes again, drawing the shoulder blades back, keeping the chest open. 10 last seconds. Good, keep this up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. The next weight might be a medium weight. I'm still going to use the heavy weight I have, but again, you can kind of decide for yourself. One weight in your hand, whatever hand that is, that same leg steps back. We bend down, nice long spine still, and we row. Exhale, inhale. Elbow goes back, wrist stays in line with it rather than coming up. When you're ready, pick your first side. Exhale, inhale, go ahead. So, a few things you can do with this hand. On the core to remind you to work. On the leg or out for balance. Pull. Whatever's more comfortable. Good. So noticing as well that we're not turned sideways. Turn the hips and shoulders forward as we pull, so we're not leaning sideways. Good. Squeezing in between the shoulder blades, kind of like how we just did that little protraction, retraction warm up. One more and then switch sides. Good, so second side now. Good, resetting, making sure we've got that diagonal line. Good. Exhale, pull. Watching again, if that wrist comes up, I want to think about pulling that elbow back. Good. Keep this going. Susan, you've got a whole cheering squad today. I like it. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Weights go down. Last one is more of a metabolic exercise. We're going to shuffle across the floor each way. If you're not up for the shuffle, it's just 2 steps across each side. When you're ready, go ahead. Shuffle or 2 steps. Go for it. So we're trying to keep those hips, knees, toes forward rather than turning or crossing. We want everything to stay on that side of the body. Good, keep it up nice and low. Think about sitting your hips back like a little squat every time. Well done, keep this up. Awesome work. Think about staying low rather than bouncing up and down. So you can go a little further across. Great work, we got 15 more seconds. Awesome, keep this going. Good, final 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Awesome work. Okay, take a breather. Now we kind of know everything that's coming up. We'll add some slight variations as we go. So, squatting, grabbing those weights. This time we'll come down with a different tempo. 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, up 1. 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, up 1 fast. When you're ready, grab those weights. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hold, up fast. Go ahead. So the hold is at the bottom, so we help gain control. So we really want to be able to pause and then come up fast. Good. So think of it like a pause. If someone took a picture of you, it should be clear. It shouldn't be kind of blurry because you're starting to move already. Good. Fast up, squeeze the glutes, chest lifted. Probably noticing when those weights are up that the core is also working really hard here. Good work. Awesome. Really driving through those feet to come up. Well done. We got about 15 more seconds. Keep it going. Okay, so you can get a little bit deeper now. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay, we're gonna go back to that row. This time, you can stay here, or you can lift that leg up for balance. Hips down, little balance row. Noticing that when I'm here or lifted, I'm not turned out, I'm square. Shoulders, hips down. When you're ready, go ahead. Good, keep this up. Good, big pull. Again, squeezing that shoulder blade back. Watching if we're turning, twisting that chest down to face the floor. Good, 10 more seconds on this side. Nice long diagonal line with the body. This looks great. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Quick switch. Second side. So again, making sure we've got that diagonal line. So I'm still bent in the standing leg if I'm lifting, and if I'm not, same position as before. Good, again, this is all for the upper back, for posture, so we really want to activate through that upper back. Squeeze, guide with that elbow, watching if the wrist is coming back. We want to think of everything going back together versus the wrist going down. Good, final 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, adding on to the shuffle if you would like. When you shuffle, pause. You can reach up and down or shuffle, pause, jump up and down. Totally optional. If you'd rather walk it out too, that's fine as well. Here we go. Low shuffle, watch the knees, land, shuffle across. Good, keep this going. Making sure we watch the knees as we land, so we land before we actually start to move again. Good, nice and low on the shuffles. This looks great. Find a pace now, stick with it. Awesome work, everybody. Good, keep this up. 15 seconds, you can get that pace a little faster now. Awesome, here we go. Finish strong, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work, okay. Take a breather, again, check in how you're feeling. We are heading into the last round of this circuit, so if there's an opportunity to increase the intensity, let's try to do so. So this time, for the squat, we're gonna change the tempo one last time. Go down 1, hold 3, 2, 1, up. Down 1, hold 3, 2, 1, up. So changing the tempo by holding longer at the bottom. It's gonna really challenge our depth and challenge our control. So that hold is a chance to drive the feet in the floor, press the knees out, and lift the chest up. So when you're ready, last time, here we go. Down, hold, 3, 2, 1, up. Get it started. Good, making sure you're holding 3 counts, and then we're coming up quick rather than slowly coming up in between those counts. Good, this should be the most difficult round because holding in our deepest depth is challenging. Hardest part of the squat is the bottom. Good, and coming back out, nice and quick. Good, tightening through the core, squeezing the glutes as you stand up. Looking good. Keep this up, let's go 10 more seconds here. Awesome job. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Good work. Okay, last time with the row, instead of palm in, you can turn the palm up. So I can have my foot down or up, palm in like it was before, or palm up. Palm up, it looks the same, just my wrist is turned, which means I get a bit more bicep and forearm. You can decide what works. Side 1, go ahead. So a few things we're looking for, if you're turned, turn the hips and shoulders so you're facing square. We're not opening up. If you're doing palm up, just watch we're not leading with the wrist, we're leading with the elbow still. Good, so making sure you're tipped over on a diagonal. If we are up too high, we're gonna start to feel the front of the shoulder work. When we're down further, we can get the back side of us working. Good, exhale, pull. Leading that elbow back. Awesome. Again, watching that wrist isn't coming back this way. We wanna feel less movement through the front of the shoulder, more through the back. Good, last 3 on the side. 2, 1, switch sides. Go ahead. So some of you probably noticed that the one grip feels a little bit different. Just a different test. Think less up and back, more down and back. So it's actually not in front of us, it's down, pull. If you stop at the back, making sure that we again look like an L this way, we're not pulling the shoulder forward, elbow back. Good, watching that head position, keep it in line. Tipping that chest forward, hip back a little bit more. Final 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, we're gonna go back to that shuffle optional jump, nothing else added on for this one. Finish off this first circuit. When you're ready, get it moving. We got the shuffles or walks, squat or jump. So we're looking for hips, knees, toes, staying in the same line, moving laterally. We're watching those knees when we're jumping. Getting a full hip extension if you can, all the way up. Good, big jump, yes. Great work, everybody. Now that we found that rhythm and pace, let's see if we can keep it. Good, keep this up. Awesome, big push now. Give me 10 more seconds all the way through to the end. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, take a breather. We are done that circuit. We're gonna move on. The next round starts with deadlifts. We're gonna keep them simple today, just the regular deadlift, but we're gonna change the tempo every round, just like the squat. So, when we are deadlifting, our weights stay close to us. The further forward they go, the more pressure on the back. So my feet are hip distance. My weights, literally, my fingers can touch me the whole time. My hips go back. My chest goes forward. Notice my shins stay very vertical. My knees never bend forward. So I nod my chin slightly. Hips go back, chest forward. Stand up tall, squeeze the glutes. When I'm doing this, I'm not aiming for the floor with the weights. That's not how we know we're doing it right. It's getting the hips to go back. Because we always want the shoulders a bit higher than the hips. If we lead with the chest to drop the weights, we're going to eventually be pulling from the back. So we want to feel the glutes and hamstrings a little bit more. So the first round, your own tempo. When you're ready, grab those weights. So inhale down, exhale up, standing tall at the top rather than forcing the hips forward. Get it started. Good, and then again, think about nodding your chin. So if you're kind of looking up at the wall or looking down at the head, pull the head back. Good, relax the shoulders at the top as well. I know sometimes we lift up with everything. Let them relax down, keeping the back nice and straight. So think about those muscles you just worked in the row. They should be working the whole time to keep the spine long rather than rounding at the bottom. Good. So again, ask yourself where you feel this. It should feel quite different than the squat we just did. It's more backside of legs, glutes, and hamstrings. Exhale, up. Well done. Let's go for 10 more seconds here. Strong through the core, especially because we are working the backside. We don't want to take pressure into the low back. Last 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. Next exercise, I would say use a light weight or nothing at all. So I have my can here. You could use a weight though. We are going to start in a squat. Jump up, feet together, arms overhead. So I squat, I lift. Squat, lift. When I lift, I need to stop with the weight where I can see it. It's not behind my body. So down, up, down, up. When you're ready, get it started. At the top, we need to use the core. If you don't want to jump, side to side, step. You can also use no weight, hands together. Good. I call this a wood chop because we are chopping down and up, which means those core muscles are working at the top. Good, so feet down, feet out, down, feet up together. We are going to do a variation of this 3 times, which means hopefully our coordination gets there too. Good, keep this up. Noticing at the top again, the core muscles are working. Well done. 15 seconds, keep it going. Good, chest proud, final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are coming down to the floor for push-ups. If you would like an elevated surface, you're more than welcome to take it. Hands as wide as the mat, elbows slightly tucked. On your own time, no tempo specific for this one. Feet together, apart, or on the knees. Here we go. Inhale down, exhale up. If you need to go part way on the knees, that's fine. If you need to stay on the knees, that's okay too. The goal is that everything moves together as one unit. We never want to feel like one body part is going without the others. Good, inhale down, exhale up. Notice if your head is dropping, pull that head back again so everything moves together. Good, keep this up. Can you get all the way down? Full depth as you go. Good, inhale, exhale. Awesome. 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, rest. Good work. Take a breather again. Check in. You now know what's coming for the next 2 rounds. See what you can do to increase that intensity. So for the deadlift, I want you to make sure, just like we did this in warm-up, you're actually active through the upper back before you start. So the back is active so it doesn't round at all. Round 2, we're going to go down. 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, up 1. 3, 2, 1. Hold, up fast. When you're ready, grab those weights. Remember to nod the chin so the neck stays in line. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hold, up fast. Squeeze. Good. Again, noticing if the back is rounding, we want to keep it nice and long, leading with your hips more than anything. So if you even have to go up just around a wall, try to sit your hips back to the wall. That way the knees don't lead the motion, it's the hips hinging. We get the back side of the legs. A little bit of feedback there. Good. Standing tall at the top, make sure you can squeeze the glutes. If you can't squeeze them, we haven't really come up fully. Good. Relaxing the shoulders. 10 more seconds. Again, leading with those hips. Should feel kind of like a seesaw. Hips go back, chest goes forward. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Okay. Those weights go down. One weight or nothing in your hands. Down, up, down, up, down, up. When you're ready, go ahead. Or step it out side to side. Down, up. Notice at the top, the weight stops where you can see it. To avoid arching through the back, we need to keep the core contained. Good. Awesome. I know it is a little bit of coordination too. Gets the brain working. Awesome job. Keep this going. Good. Inhale down, exhale up. Let's go 15 more seconds all the way through now. Good work. All the way up, big push. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, rest. Good. Okay, we're coming back to those push-ups. Take a second. We're changing the tempo. Down 3, up 1. I know everyone's 3 and 1 will be slightly different, but we are trying to go 3, 2, 1, up 1. 3, 2, 1, up 1. When you're ready, give it a go. If you need to go on the toes part way and then the knees up, this could be an option too. Trying to get that full depth. Head, chest, hips, work together. Trying to look for speed on the way up. Think about activating through those chest muscles, those pecs. Push the floor away. Tighten the core at the top. Awesome, keep this up. Exhale, push away. Good work. And again, that elevated surface is a really good option if you need it. We've got 10 more seconds here. See if you can get those last few push-ups in. Good, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Take a breather. Roll out the wrist, do whatever you gotta do. We are heading into the last round. So, the last tempo for deadlifts is a little bit more speed focused. If you're not feeling as comfortable with the movement, feel free to stick with your own tempo or the 3 down, 1 hold, 1 up. Last tempo will be 1 down, 1 up. 1 down, 1 up. Down, up. So it's a little bit faster of a tempo, down, up. We'll probably notice the heart rate gets a little bit more elevated. But again, draw the shoulder blades back, the hips go, but my back is straight and my back is active. So I'm not just letting the weights kind of collapse me down. So when you're ready, 1 down, 1 up. Still trying to work on depth, even though we're trying to go a little faster. So again, ask yourself where you feel this as we're getting tired. It should be the backs of those legs still, those glutes and hamstrings. Good, inhale down, exhale up. Can you nod the chin now a little bit? Keep the gaze going down. So I always think the eyes look up, and then they go down, and they come back up with me. Good, keep this going. Squeeze the glutes to the top, tighten the core. You got 10 seconds. Good, keep this up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Great job. Weights go down, we're back up. for that wood chop. Again, if you want the weight or not, hands just stop where you can see them rather than behind you. So it helps us use the core at the top. Squat together, squat together. When you're ready, last time here. Good. Trying to find that tempo now. Get that rhythm in. Good work. Watching those knees at the bottom, still sitting down like a squat. Awesome, pushing that pace. Well done, let's go 15 more seconds here, then we know we've got those push-ups coming up one last time. Good work, here we go, finish it off strong. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good work, okay. Our last round of push-ups are going to be halfway down 3 pulses, come up all the way. So I go halfway down, 3, 2, 1, push up. Halfway down, 3, 2, 1, push up. I want to make sure everything goes together so I'm not collapsing the hips or the head. So halfway down, 3 pulses, up fast. It should be even speedier than we just did the 3 down, 1 up because we're only going halfway down. Good, and if you need more support and you're on the toes, you can always open the feet a bit wider too. We don't have to just drop to the knees right away. Good, 3 pulses halfway down, fast up, tighten the core. Think about driving the hands on the floor, pushing the floor away. Using those chest muscles, using those core muscles. Good work. Got about 15 more seconds here, then we are done with the push-ups. Let's dig deep. Good, last few here. Keep it going. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, rest. Good work. Okay. The next few moves have a little bit more combo work to them, so some of them will be actually a little bit more core focused. We're going to start, you need a weight, so either 1 heavy weight that you can hold or 2 light weights that you can press overhead. I'll demonstrate with my 2 light weights to start. We're going to step our feet wider than our hips, and we're going to do a side lunge side to side. So when I side lunge, it's not about the inner thigh, it's actually about the bending leg, the hip, knee, and ankle going back together. My weights go down, I come back up, press. Come down, come up, press. I'll demo from the side as well. You can get started right away if you'd like, but the hip goes back, the chest forward. We want to think less dropping the chest, more hip going back. So I'm feeling that glute again, driving through that bent heel. Good. So this glute and heel digging in the ground. Down, up. And again, if you have 1 heavier weight that you'd like, down, up, holding together is also fine. And you can keep the legs stationary this time if you'd like. We'll add on the dynamic move, but if you'd rather do that right away, totally fine. Good. So you really want to make sure that we're getting that form. So when you go down, when you come up, it's like a little bicep curl, and then an overhead press. So I go down, curl, press. Down, curl, press. Watching those hips, are they shifting? We want them leveled, hips go back, dig through that heel, feel that glute, come up. Squeeze everything at the top, lots of tension so we aren't leaning backwards, losing control with those weights. Good, let's go 10 more seconds here, then we are going to be on the mat for the next 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, next one is a side plank. If you have a light weight, I would use it. If it's not light, I would recommend using just your hand, just to be safe. We don't want anything too heavy. Shoulder over top of elbow, hips and knees stacked. Push the form on the floor, you're gonna hold, hold, or hold. Now, if you've got a light weight like 5 pounds or less, because I've got cans that are very light, I'm gonna twist down and through. If not, you can use your hand instead, twist. Noticing our hips are stacked, we're feeling that bottom side work. I will let you know when to switch, so hang down on this side. Watching with your arm, that the arm stops with us, we're not opening up behind us. Because we want to keep that alignment of the hips. If we open up behind, most likely the hips will turn too. Good. Awesome. So again, strong through that forearm. Keep this up. 5 more seconds left on this side, and we'll have a 5-second transition. 3, 2, rest. Just roll it over, other side. Good, here we go. Up in 3, 2, 1, go. So again, shoulder over top. Watching that arm as you come up. Stacking those hips, we really feel that bottom side. Awesome, keep this going. Notice for yourself too what side is harder. Sometimes we have a little bit of a difference from right to left. Good, hang in there. Again, that whole bottom side works. Let's go 10 last seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Good work. Okay, you are going to take a light set of weights. If you have one heavy weight, you could also hold it like this, across. You're going to lay down on your back. Elbows are in, tight to the side. We bend and stretch the arms. You can get that part started, we'll add in right away. So bend and stretch, you're feeling the triceps. Step 2, lift your legs up to tabletop, hold it there. A little curve in the low back for neutral. We're gonna start to feel those core muscles. Last step, tap out, tap in. Tap out, tap in. Think of the arms, pull and push. Pull, push. So I want to make sure when I'm tapping back with my arms, my elbows are in rather than flaring. The goal is to feel the tricep, the back of the arm, as well as if you're lifting the legs or tapping them, those low core muscles. Good, tap out, tap in, keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping those ribs down. So notice if your chest is popping, try to press the upper back into the floor. Good, remember those arms are bending, so we activate through the back of the arm. Good. Inhale down, exhale up. So a little bit of upper body, a little bit of core. A lot of coordination. 10 last seconds. Inhale down, exhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay, take a moment. We are coming back up to the top. So if you need to readjust anything, feel free to do so. This time around, if you'd like to be more dynamic, you're going to step out, bicep curl press. Step out, bicep curl press. So again, hip goes back, up, press. Straight arms at the top. Watch if the chest is popping, keep the core tight, down and up. Awesome. And it's totally fine to not take the dynamic version and just keep the feet wide. Get that form looking good. So think about putting one weight on either side as you go, so that we don't feel kind of awkward having to shift our body. Down, up, down, up. Keeping those hips leveled. Good, straight arms to the top. Think about punching the ceiling. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, make a straight line up. Good, last 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. We're gonna go back to those side planks. Awesome, so again, take a moment, get set up, shoulder over top of elbow. If you're using that weight, remember to keep it light. We don't want anything too heavy on that shoulder. But as I rotate and come up, I need to stop the arm in line so it's not behind me. When you're ready, pick that first side, go ahead. When you rotate, think about twisting through that midsection like you're wringing out a rag. We want to feel that torso get a little bit of action. Good, big twist across. Awesome, again, pushing strong to the forearm, stability in that shoulder, making sure the lat is working, so we're really pushing that forearm in the floor. Good, shoulders down. Think about those low core muscles you felt laying down. We still want to feel them here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a short breather, turn it over other side. Here we go. Up in 3, 2, 1, go. Second side here. Good. Good. Again, watching that arm. If it comes behind us, just stop it beside. We never want to overstretch through the front of the shoulder. Good. Keep those hips stacked. Again, when you're twisting, can you get that rotation through the midsection, not just the arm? You really want to twist it out here. Well done. Hang in there. You've got 10 more seconds. Think about some tension through the low core muscles here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take a moment. Reset on the ground. Arms up. We bend and stretch. Or lift the legs. Or tap a toe. Down, up. Down, up. So again, low core muscles as well as triceps. If you'd like to do 2 legs, you can. Back in. So elbows stay tight. We feel the triceps working. Watching if you're doing 2 legs that we are not overarching through the back, so it is the front of the core that works. And if we don't feel that, it doesn't always mean to go further, because sometimes we just amplify using the hip flexors and those low backs. So just be mindful of that distance for you. Sometimes it means not tapping out all the way. Sometimes it means maybe reaching up instead of down to the floor. Good. Think about pulling the arms and pushing the arms. Pull and push so we get that tricep really active here. Awesome. Keep it going. Good. You've got 10 more seconds here, then we'll finish off with a little challenge. Awesome. Okay. You're going to hold the legs up, arms go down part way, you're just going to pulse them. Legs can be up, legs can be out if you want. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good, keep that going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, take a moment. We are heading into the final round of this. So just check in, think about how you're feeling. We got one more round from the top. So we've got the side lunge with the overhead press, into side plank, into the tricep tap in. So 2 options again, stay stationary, or come in the center, alternate sides. Down, press up, down, press up. Get it moving when you're ready. Last time here. Remember, we're looking for those hips to stay square rather than shifting. Good, big press up, think about punching the ceiling. Ribs down, so we're containing the core at the top. Squeeze those glutes. Good work, everyone. Keep this up. Press up through the heel of the bent leg. So that bending side, we're loading that hip back. We're using that power in the leg. Good work. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Press it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, awesome. Okay, we're gonna go back to that side plank one more time. This time, instead of using the weight, your hand will be down and you're going to lift and lower the top leg instead. Lift and lower. Hips stay level, hip stays high, so we're not collapsing it, but we're challenging through the side of the glute here. Hips stacked. Good, shoulder and elbow in line. Just a bit of a different sensation in this side plank. So we're actually challenging the bottom glute, the one that is staying still. Good. Making sure the hips are stacked. Pull that head back. Good work. Keep this up. Noticing where this challenges you. Typically, we might feel the top leg a little bit, but if you have both legs straight, it's actually the bottom side that is extra challenged, that glute. Good. 10 more seconds on this side, and then we will switch it up. Keep those hips high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment, turn it over other side. When you're ready, making sure that we're stacking that shoulder and elbow. We want to make sure the setup is good so we can really push ourselves. When you're ready, push that form on the floor. Go ahead. Again, stacking those hips. Notice if your hip is turned back, turn it forward. Good. If you're lifting the leg, watching for dipping through the hips, keep them nice and still. It's that bottom glute working. Awesome. Keep it up. Nice and controlled. You have 15 seconds. Then there are no more side planks today. We've done quite a few. Good, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. This time we're gonna do away with the triceps. You're gonna keep your arms straight. So if you're holding one weight, it'll be straight arms holding together. You're doing 2, they'll be separate. It's going to be the same arm and leg tapping out and in. If you have one weight heavy, you'll end up doing arms at the same time. If you want to add in 2 arms, take it there. You want to add in 2 legs, take it there. Always coming back to where you started, meaning that low back has a little curve in it. We're not overarching, we're not forcing it flat. Arms are straight, so that means if they can't stay straight, we maybe don't go back as far with them. Watching if the chest pops, usually this happens when the arms are straight. You want to really keep that upper back heavy into the floor of the mat. Good, inhale away, exhale back in. Awesome, keep this up. Good work. 15 seconds. Again, the focus is the low core. If that means the hands come down or you don't use weight, and make that happen so it is the best round. Good, last 5 here. 4, 3, 2, rest. Well done. Okay, we're gonna stay exactly where we are, no equipment for the last 2 exercises. Starting with the hands at the sides, making sure the feet are hip distance apart, the knees are in line with the hips, and just start with a few hip bridges here. We'll add on very soon, but just to check in, making sure that the feet aren't out too wide, they're in line with those ankles. Good, so now hold the top. Step 2, just float one heel off at a time, but the hips stay leveled. Might feel okay. So now you're gonna try to lift the full foot up, down, switch. If you're a little bit not ready maybe for that one, we can just also practice lifting the foot off the floor, but not very high. Hands can come halfway off, or all the way up to the ceiling as well to add a little extra core work. So what we're trying to do here is lift one leg at a time or lift the heel without the pelvis shifting. So everything stays leveled as you go. Good, really anchoring through the backs of the shoulders and that flat foot. If the hands are down, you can use them. If the hands are up, that is the added challenge. We don't have them to use. Good, keep this going. Hips up high. It's really working the leg that's not moving, that glute and hamstring, but also that inner thigh to keep us nice and stable there. Awesome, you got 10 more seconds of this. 5, 4, 3, 2, both feet down, but pulse the hips up. Little pulse, pulse. Last little push for the glutes. Now, just hold the top. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Roll yourself up. We turn over. Last exercise of class. Mountain climbers. They can be fast or slow. Shoulders over top of wrists. Step it back. They can be slow. They can be a little faster. They can be a run out. As long as we keep a plank, shoulders over top of wrists. Go ahead. If the wrists are bothered, forearms are fine. You can bend the knees instead, or you can tap the toes side to side. No matter where you are, we are ending right here. Good, making sure the shoulders stay over top of wrists. Good, nice and strong. Every time the knee comes up, connect the core. Well done, keep this going. It's kind of putting everything together now. We did a lot of shoulder work, a lot of core work, and those legs are the ones that are working to get you up there. Keep it going. We got 20 seconds left, and then we stretch it out. Good, strong shoulders, engage through the core. Good, last 10, here we go, all the way through. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Awesome. Just come back, roll those wrists out a little bit for you. And then come to a tabletop, grab some water if you need to, then we're gonna move right into our stretch. So cat-cow here, releasing any tension. Take a few moments just to check in how you're feeling. Class goes by fast, so sometimes it's just about keeping up. We wanna make sure we're checking in now how we feel. And then press yourself back to a child's pose. Hold here a moment or two. Walk your hands to the right side. And then switch. And then come back to center, come up, stepping one leg forward. We're gonna reach up, hold here. If you prefer the hands somewhere else, that's fine as well. Getting a nice hip flexor release. Think about squeezing the back glutes so we avoid arching through the back. Also helps you get a little bit more intensity through the front. Good, then hands on either side, straightening that front leg, hamstring stretch. If you're feeling the hamstrings later, we did those hip bridges, but we also did those deadlifts, so that's what the back side of the leg can be worked from. Bring the hands to the inside, we'll switch. Hip flexor again, arms can be up, one arm up, hands in the hips, whatever works. Getting that hip flexor stretch again. Good, and then hands on either side, hamstring stretch. And then just coming in onto those knees, extend one arm up, loop the other arm under, and then pull through. Press the palms together, reach up and then forward, so we stretch the upper back. And then we'll switch, so arm out, loop under, bring the palms together, press them together, reach up, and then forward. Good. Then we'll slide through to a seated position, just letting those knees go side to side a little bit, releasing any tension through those hips. And then you can stay seated or lay down. You're gonna flex the foot, cross it over for a glute stretch. If it's more comfortable to lay down, feel free to make that happen. Good, and then we'll switch. Again, opening up through those hips. Especially with at-home workouts, it's very easy to work the lower body, so we probably take a little bit more stress into the lower half. Good, then send the left leg down, hug the right knee in the chest, make a few circles with the hip and ankle, and then open up that hip to the same side, take a few breaths here. And then we'll cross it over other side, little twist, try to keep the shoulders down, turn the gaze away from where the knee is. And then we'll come back into center, switch, that leg goes down, other leg comes up. Again, a few tiny circles with the hip and ankle, and then open up to the same side. Good, then cross over other side, little twist. Good, then hug the knees in the chest, rock yourself side to side, and then roll yourself up. We will slowly make your way all the way up to standing. Then we're gonna stretch one quad, so knees together. If you press into that hand with the foot, gets a little bit extra stretch here. Good, then we'll switch, other side. And then release, just take one arm out to the side, take the other hand if it's comfortable on the head, let this shoulder relax and bring this ear and shoulder together. And then turn the gaze down, just a different angle. And then release, roll across other side. And then turn the gaze down. And release, roll the shoulders back and down. Take one final big inhale. And exhale, release. Awesome work. As always, if you have questions, comments, feedback, let me know. If there's something that didn't make sense or you want to see more of, let me know. Have an awesome day, and I will catch you next time. Thank you.